Have you ever noticed that not everyone becomes happy when you succeed? Some people cheer for you, others remain strangely quiet, and sometimes the people who know you best are the ones who struggle the most with your growth. The Stoics understood something about human nature that remains true even today. Not everyone who stands beside you wants to see you rise. Because envy rarely speaks openly. Instead, it reveals itself through behavior. And in this video, you'll discover 7 signs that someone may secretly resent your success, and more importantly, how to protect your peace without allowing bitterness to enter your heart. Stay until the end, because the final lesson may completely change the way you deal with jealous people. Jealousy has existed for centuries, long before social media, long before modern society. Human beings have always compared themselves to others, and whenever comparison becomes unhealthy, envy begins to grow. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that we cannot control the emotions of others, but we can control our response. Because true strength is not found in revenge. It is found in remaining calm when others lose their peace. Let's begin with the first sign. Number 1, they minimize your achievements. People who genuinely care about you usually celebrate your victories. They feel happy when good things happen in your life. But envy often reacts differently. Instead of appreciation, there is indifference. Instead of encouragement, there is dismissal. Perhaps you've worked hard for something important, and instead of hearing, "Congratulations," you hear, "Anyone could have done that," or "It's really not that impressive." The Stoics understood that people often judge others through the lens of their own insecurities. Sometimes your success reminds them of the goals they abandoned. And rather than confronting themselves, they try to reduce the value of your accomplishments. Never allow another person's insecurity to determine your worth. Number 2, their kindness feels different when you are not around. Not everyone who smiles at you truly supports you. Some people offer compliments in public, but speak differently in private. The Stoics warned against placing too much value on the opinions of others, because praise can be temporary, and criticism can come from unexpected places. People who secretly envy you often struggle to remain genuine. In front of you, they appear supportive, but behind your back, their words reveal resentment. And eventually, character always exposes itself. Because a person can only wear a mask for so long. But the next sign is one that many people misunderstand. In fact, some people who envy you may actually admire you at the same time. Number 3, they constantly try to follow your path. Not all imitation comes from jealousy. Sometimes people are simply inspired. But unhealthy envy often creates obsession. They begin copying your habits, your style, your decisions, even your goals. Because deep inside, they are no longer building their own identity. They are trying to compete with yours. The Stoics believed that each person has a unique journey, and comparing yourself to others only creates unnecessary suffering. People who secretly envy others often forget this truth. They become someone else that they never discover who they really are. The greatest victory in life is not becoming better than others. It is becoming the best version of yourself. Number 4, they feel comfortable when you struggle. One of the saddest realities of life is that not everyone who knows you wants to see you succeed. Some people become uncomfortable when you grow, But strangely, they become relaxed when you fail. Why? Because your struggles make them feel better about their own lives. The Stoics understood that envy often comes from comparison, and comparison creates suffering. People who secretly resent your progress may never openly celebrate your failures, but you may notice something different. They suddenly become more interested, more talkative, more engaged. Not because they want to help, but because your pain temporarily eases their insecurity. This is why the Stoics taught us never to depend on external validation. Because not everyone who stands beside you is standing with you. And sometimes, your setbacks reveal who truly supports you. Number 5. Their jokes often contain hidden resentment. Words reveal the heart, and envy often hides behind humor. Perhaps they say, "I'm just kidding," or "Don't take it too seriously." But deep inside, their comments leave a strange feeling, because some jokes are not really jokes. They are frustrations disguised as laughter. The Stoics believed that wise people pay attention not only to words, but to intentions. Genuine friends uplift. They correct you when necessary, but they do not constantly try to diminish your confidence. Remember this: people who are secure within themselves rarely feel the need to tear others down. But the next sign is one of the most common forms of envy, and yet most people completely overlook it. Number 6. Everything becomes a competition. Have you ever shared good news with someone only for them to immediately talk about themselves? You mention your accomplishment, and suddenly they have a bigger story, a bigger achievement, or a bigger problem. People who secretly envy others often feel the need to prove something, because your success feels like a threat to their identity. But the Stoics reminded us that life is not a race. There will always be someone richer, someone stronger, someone more successful, and there will always be someone who has less. Comparison never ends, which is why peace can only be found when you stop competing with everyone around you. The only person you should strive to outperform is the person you were yesterday. Number 7. They refuse to acknowledge your growth. Growth has a strange effect on people. Some become inspired, others become uncomfortable, because your progress reminds them that they have remained the same. Instead of recognizing your hard work, they ignore it. They avoid mentioning it. And sometimes, they pretend not to notice it at all. But the Stoics taught that recognition from others is not necessary, because true satisfaction comes from knowing that you are living according to your values, not according to applause, not according to attention, and not according to the approval of others. Because at the end of the day, your journey belongs to you, not to them. But perhaps the greatest Stoic lesson of all is this: you do not need to hate those who envy you, because envy itself is already a form of suffering. People who are at peace with themselves rarely resent the success of others. They celebrate, they encourage, and they grow alongside those they care about. So if someone secretly envies you, do not become angry, do not seek revenge, and do not lower yourself to their level. Instead, continue improving, continue growing, and continue protecting your peace. Because your purpose is not to prove others wrong. Your purpose is to become the person you were meant to be. And sometimes, your greatest response is simply to keep moving forward. If this video resonated with you, subscribe to Daily Stoic Wisdom. Here, we explore timeless Stoic lessons that help you strengthen your mind, develop self-discipline, and find peace in a world filled with distractions. And remember, not everyone will celebrate your success, but that should never stop you from becoming the person you were created to be.